Hey guys, welcome to another video. Kumai, and today's just a little engine cleanup day. With the TRX 3.3 engine. What we're gonna get started with first is the carburetor. So right now, if you have a T-Max 3.3 or any 3.3 engine, you're gonna have the same exact kind of carburetor as this. So there's that. What you're going to need, because we are going to disassemble this, clean it, and reassemble it for some of the people out there who don't know how to disassemble the carburetor. What you're going to need is a 2.0 hex head screwdriver. You're going to need a 3.0 hex head screwdriver. You're going to want kind of a thicker brush, pair of pliers, and a flathead. And to go with the brushes, maybe just a small brush like this. So, the first thing that you want to do is you're going to want to remove your high-speed needle. Simply to do this, it's just unscrew it with your fingers. Whoops. I just dropped mine, you guys. Hang on. Here it is. So don't lose any of the parts with this stuff. So there's that one. Next thing you want to do is you actually want to take your whole needle out by simply putting a pliers on this and turning it just a little bit, and then you should be able to unscrew it by hand. So that everything comes off. Take everything off of it, all the washers and stuff. Fuel inlet. Okay. Next thing that you want to do is you want to take off these two screws right here with your 3.0 hex head screwdriver or Allen key. When you are reassembling this, make sure that you do not tighten these too hard, but tighten them enough so there's not going to be an air leak, because I think I might have tightened mine too hard and cracked it. So I'm going to get a new casing for this. Next, take your 2.0 hex head screwdriver and remove the little slide here. Just loosen up the screw just a little bit. And that should just come right off. Next thing that you want to do is pull the blue thing off. You just pull it right off and it should come right off. Now for the tricky part. You have your slide here. You have this spring. Sorry. You have that spring right here. You do not want to lose or break that spring. So simply just take your thumbnail or something and put it just inside the neck of it. If you can, pull it out or hold the spring away. Put your thumb in the neck in it and just go all the way around it and it should come right out like that. But now you got another situation. This is not simply just going to come out because of your idle speed screw. So this is where the flathead comes in. Take a flathead and take your high-speed needle all the way out. Okay. Now this will just slide right out on you. There you go. You got your whole carburetor setup right there. And now for the cleaning part of it. What you're going to need for this cleaning part is some nitro. And again, just your two brushes. So what you're going to do with the nitro is get maybe a small container or something to put some nitro in. Make sure it's nice and cleaned out. This one really isn't, but here, we'll clean it right here real fast. Okay, so get a nice clean piece of material and put all of your everything except for the plastic piece and your little seal here. Your little rubbery piece, don't put that in with it. Otherwise, everything else and toss in here. Make sure everything's pretty much nicely spread out. You don't have to push the washers in if you don't want to. It's up to you. So just drop everything in there nicely, and then just run some nitro over everything. So I'm pretty sure that's not really going to cover everything. So if you need to add a little more nitro, that's fine too. Then this is how I clean mine. Take just a little bit of WD-40 and just spray some of that in the water with the nitro. So it'll oil everything up for you. I'm almost out. So just spray a little bit of that in there. Just kind of swish everything around in there. And this will remove any dirt or anything from inside there. And then I'll set that to the side. Now, for the actual carburetor housing, what you're going to do is take off your spacer. When you are cleaning your spacer, just set it in a towel or something, and don't really rub it around, just lightly press on it, and that should make it nice and clean. Okay, for this, all you can really do is just really just spread it apart, and just take a rag or something and wipe it down. Can't really do much with this, so. Okay, here. Okay, that should be good enough. If you need to, you can dip it in some nitro. Well, if you have a can of air, that might help clean it just a little easier, but I'm just using my rag because I don't have an can of air. Or you can use like an air compressor or something. So, yeah, there's still going to be some dirt and stuff inside of these, but it's pretty much clean. I mean, it works. So, now for your carb assembly. What you're going to need to do with this is take your big size brush and just try to brush everywhere that you can. Right now, it doesn't really matter if anything gets inside the carburetor. So, brush everywhere that you can get dirt off from. This will make it somewhat clean. And then take your smaller brush, take it into smaller places. Okay. And once you're done with that, just give it a nice wipe down. And now, you absolutely need to do this. Get your gallon of nitro, open it up, take it, and just get probably just a little teeny bit of nitro, not even that much. Just probably about as much as you would put out with your other stuff. Then take it and dump it all over your carburetor, because now you don't want any dirt on this at all, because now that you're going to reassemble it, you can't have any dirt on this at all. So put it everywhere where you can get to. Okay. So there is that, and we can just wipe all this down nicely. And there it is. There will be a part 2.